Hello, people of the world of the internet watching videos that have to do with cars. Welcome to this. The finale of my 1983 Datsun 280ZX, which might be going home with one of you soon. If you're new here and you missed out in the previous video, up above my head's either a link to the playlist to get you caught up on this, or it could be a recipe for chocolate-covered foot fungus. First item to tackle. I would imagine 99% of you watching right now have a filter built into your brain that prevents thoughts like that from becoming words. Mine's broken. Now, the wheel bearings on this car were fine. However, to do what I gotta do means I gotta do them. So, I guess bonus maintenance. It looks like the wheel bearings were just done. That grease is fresh. Smells fresh too. A classic case of smells can be deceiving. When I pressure washed and scrubbed this area, it looks like a tiny bit of moisture got in there. See how it's got that milky hue to it? That's because a little bit of moisture got inside here. Oh, the bearings still look pretty good though. Oh, this is gross and it's infested with spiders. If I had a brake sponsor, I probably would have threw brakes on it just because these look ugly, but I mean, I don't feel a lip at all. It's difficult controlling the urge to try to make everything perfect. Fallout remover. If you recall a couple videos back, I had a little bit of a fitment calibration adjustment I wanted to do for the front wheels, which require this. Hey, that went way easier than I thought it would. These are just short little guys compared to the rear. They actually have longer wheel studs in the back of the car. I don't know why they did that. Now this right here is a set of substantially longer wheel studs. Not long enough though where I will have to run an open-ended lug nut. Let's give this a quick little scuff. I mean, if you're gonna take the time to disassemble something this far, you might as well at least try to make it look better than when you took it apart. Magic. It's all fresh and black again. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why, I just feel dirty using something out of a rattle can. Since there's still plenty of life left in these rotors, this was well worth it. Just nice, fresh with the longer studs. Little shot of brake caliper paint on there. Set that down while I wait for my grease seal. There are two types of people in this world. Those of us that have been listening to Black Sabbath and Ozzy non-stop ever since his passing, and those that don't like music. That's sad. R.I.P. Ozzy. Aw man, I got grease on my hair tie. That's fun. This stuff has the consistency of natto slime. A little bit of grease on the shaft. Not an innuendo. Don't get grease all over everything. Now I want to back it off quarter of a turn. This has been so incredibly hard to film because I keep having to change my gloves and I get grease everywhere and I don't want to touch my camera. I swapped it out to synthetic grease so it should last a lot longer and be better in case water gets in there. This probably hasn't been done in a long time because of the fact that it is not synthetic grease. All right, now that I've thoroughly made a mess of my entire life. I know somebody watching right now is extremely satisfied by how I just trimmed and massaged that cotter pin into place. 5 millimeter spacer. Not a big one. This will really dial in the fitment in the front. Oh yeah, that's better. That's perfect. Plenty of clearance by the inside of the strut. Flush, not ultra flush.
The new car.
So it's the following day. Before I get to the meat and potatoes of this video, does anyone else have this problem? Press on your watch, like when you fold your arm, and it tries to call 911 on you. This is a package from Japan. These are not sponsored. I bought them because I have a habit of doing that for vehicles I own. It's what I like, you know? S130, that I know is the chassis of a 280ZX. Aside from that, I cannot read any of this. It's all about color coordination. The factory airbox is blue. Upgraded 8mm NGK plug wires are blue. The genuine Nissan oil filter is blue. Windshield washer fluid is a bit of a stretch. Okay. Kind of reminds me of the color combo on my MR2 because that's a factory red exterior, blue interior car. I typically cannot stand color accessories in engine bays. I hate it. But in certain instances, it can be done right. And I don't know why, but I like this. Because normally it's just tacky crap when it's done like that. But when it's done right, it's done right. I don't know. I like this. All right, now I gotta dial in a little bit of tension. If it's pushing against, is it still tension or is that post-tension? Da-da-da! Strut tower brace installed. It is kind of tie everything together, does it not? That was really lame. Sorry, I left Thiabasa prints on the fender here. Of course, I'm gonna do the rear. I gotta put the louvers back on this thing. Geez, there's strong struts. Pop these guys off. In case you're wondering, that's a T-top bag. HS130. Sick. This will come in super handy on these cars in the rear. And dial out some of that sloppy 80s handling. Yep, there's gonna be a little bit of custom. So in order to make this work, I have to trim the plastic a little bit. I can still probably make the cap fit on top of it, but I have to trim this. As you can see, it's not in perfect shape. There's a crack in it already. I'm gonna leave this one up to the decision of the next owner of the car. It comes with it. I can install it or make a template on where exactly to cut to install it. But the whole point of that car is that it was a survivor car and it hasn't been like permanently altered. And even though it's like a tiny bit of plastic, I'll leave it up to you. Now before I open these guys up, tech data, Datsun 280ZX model S130 series, fuel injection for the Bosch L-Jetronic. I'm gonna skip ahead past some stuff that I know I don't need to bother with. Airflow meter, here we go. This is where I think my first issue might be. There we go. This is what I need to do, test my electrical. Preparation for inspection, I like that. Disconnect battery, disconnect that guy. Cable, disconnect lead wire from S terminal of starter motor. Of course the cold start injector pigtail is a fucking nightmare to get your finger in there. I think my ECU is down in this kick panel. I actually like how Nissan did this under the dash. I'll admit, under the dash here, this is a very maintenance-friendly design Nissan came up with to access the engine ECU. Very simple to take apart. I like that. That's kind of maintenance-friendly. Here is the plug going to the ECU. Careful not to bend this too much because old brittle wires. Disconnect thermotime switch, which I have a brand new one on there now, which is right here. That's disconnected. Cold start valve connected. Connect battery ground. Oh, there's a table right here. Not this. Well, this is a table which I must test now. Oh, there's all kinds of oh, good. Bring my laptop over here. Voltmeter. All these beginning tests are resistance, so I got it selected to ohms, 32 and 34. The airflow meter potentiometer. I don't know how I'm gonna do this and see my... I know how I'm gonna do this. I have two cameras. So I need to actuate the flapper on the AFM. That's fully open, and that's fully closed. Oh, my fingernail's stuck. Oh, that would have stuck if I broke off my fingernail inside the air intake. What a fucking dumb thing to have happen. So it ranges from 0.069 to about 400. Okay, so this should be 0. I gotta jot this down so I remember. Okay, so this should be 0. Next test is the throttle valve switch idle contact and circuit. Currently, if my throttle pedal all the way up, I'm at 0.4. It should be 0. Accelerator pedal fully depressed. And then fully pressing it, I should have infinity. That 100% could be the whole problem with the cold start and this thing I'm running like crap. So I have to do the same thing now, but voltage checks, so you get the point. And start. Correct. That's good. Troubleshooting this car is kind of neat because the electronics are so simple. You don't have to have a high level of understanding to figure out how this stuff works. And the tech data is like really good.
Anyone that's ever troubleshot an EFI car from this era knows that it can be a love-hate relationship. It's great that it's simple, but also it's simple in a way that it's not good when it comes to troubleshooting electronically. It's kind of irritating, but simple, but irritating.
There we go. Even though all my grounds tested good, I do have a ground underneath here that needs to be cleaned. Much better. That's interesting. 68 degrees or above, which it is right now, below 2.9 kiloohms. Further analysis. As I previously mentioned, this is an AFM airflow meter. It existed before the mass airflow sensor. Let's That's why it's so huge. This all has to be verified regardless if the potentiometer checked good on those initial checks. The fuck is 33 and 34? Are these labeled? Oh, they are labeled. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. Good. It's currently 81 degrees Fahrenheit inside my shop, at least over there. Wait. Dumb. These temperature readings I did in the car, they might actually be fine. So it's actually dead perfect. As is this temp sensor. I just had the multimeter on 1K instead of 100K. The final results are everything is in spec according to the test procedures with the exception of the throttle control and the fuel pump air regulator cranking circuit. There's no volts present there where there should be. However, my fuel pump works and the air regulator tested fine over here. So that one, not sure if that's actually an issue. It's a couple of days later, which means I'm a couple of days closer to my deadline with this, so I'm starting to stress a little bit. And as you know, I am doing a giveaway on the 280ZX. There's no purchase necessary to enter or win. The full rules are listed on my website, sarentuned.com, where you can go to purchase RoboBubble detailing products, my very own brand, which helps support this channel and videos like this. Every dollar you spend there gains you an entry to win either that car or a cash-only prize option if you don't want the car. So this is adjustable. Please don't break. Take this little clip off. Oh, that has got creepy green death. Immediately right there on that center terminal. See how it's green and the other two are not? You see inside there, it's like a pastel mint green. That might be my issue. I put together a little stockpile of additional parts for this car. Not that plug wires go out often, but I got an extra set of plug wires. There's some genuine Nissan injector cups, OEM Nissan coolant neck gaskets. Luckily, I thought of that. I have a brand new pigtail, free of creepy green death. Since I replaced all the wiring going to the injectors, I just thought it made sense to order this one too. Cut away from you. Yeah, that was disgusting. Hopefully it's not too far. Yeah, the copper is clean, so I didn't have to go that far. I don't think I have a screwdriver small enough for this. This is the smallest set I have, but I don't think they're long enough. Basically got to perform rocket surgery here. I don't know what the hell's even in that hole. You know what a screwdriver doesn't work on? Rivets. There's a fun fact for you. Screwdrivers do not turn rivets. And those are rivets. I could buy a new one of these, but I do like the challenge of seeing if I can get this thing to clean up and calibrate. Heat up this plastic so I don't crack it. And that's the inside of the throttle position sensor. So you can see the inside, these little copper strips, they are kind of dark and dingy, but there's no creepy green death on them. If I had to guess, that center one is the 12 volts and then it's varying the ground on the sides or vice versa. I think that. I wish I could get a pencil eraser in here. They work great for cleaning off copper. So you can see when this rotates, the little inner pendulum makes contact with these pads. Well, the pads had a bunch of black corrosion on them. So I cleaned them up with sandpaper, as well as I cleaned up the little contacts in here with sandpaper. I'm gonna install it without the cover first. Try to get it as close to where it was as possible. I should, in theory, be able to just do this test again without the car running and see. All right, so that is 29 and 30. Oh well. Haha, perfect. 0.002 and then OL. 24 and 30, so I got OL and 0.0002000. That is flawless, like dead on what it says in the tech data for readings. That's perfect. I'm gonna put a little bit of dielectric grease around the rubber gasket. I replaced the rivets with physical hardware so that way you can disassemble this for maintenance. Let's drop AFM back in. Plug on. Okay. Now the only thing left is that air regulator. And I don't even know if that's wrong because the potentiometer reading was good. Back this thing up a little bit. Also, there's no guarantee that this thing's gonna idle perfectly just from fixing that, because there might be a secondary issue I haven't discovered yet. So two things, the throttle position sensor has a big range of adjustment to it, and that is key to allowing this thing to be able to idle. I need to recalibrate and adjust that. And secondly, I gotta tighten the belts. Yeah, that's pretty loose. That should be good right there. In order for me to calibrate the throttle position sensor, I need to know what the engine RPM is, and I can't sit inside the car at the same time. So hopefully this works, or else I'm gonna need a second person. Oh, it's gonna thunderstorm out there. So I need to be able to grab the terminal. So I should have continuity right now as it sits. And then at 1400 RPM, it needs to start to open. Now that that's set, I have to check these plugs because I let it run so long with super rich conditions that even though these are brand new, they might actually be fouled. They're pretty black, not terrible, but I'll clean them up. Number 3, pretty much the same amount of carbon as the other 3 had. I really hope this is it. You have no idea how stressed out I am right now. Hey! Yes! Hell yeah! Don't worry about the fact that there was also a massive vacuum leak that I had to fix, and I was just sick of working on this thing, so I didn't film it, but I took care of it and now it's fixed. Oh, that sounds sick now. Nice idle, good. Oh, it smells good back here. It does not stink like rich fuel mixture. Yep, that's running great now. Oh, that's good, that's good. I don't want to get it hot and stinky in the garage. I would say that's a massive improvement, especially when the engine's warmed up. I mean, it is so snappy on the revs. Other than filming a car review, the next video I do on this car is the last video in the giveaway series of this car. So with the mystery items in the box, I still got this. And I got one other part that I ordered last minute. I know it's something that improves these cars. So I wanted to do it. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye.